At 1851, we get to tell you many stories of great franchisees and great franchisors. Here's another story of great franchisee and great franchisor full of dreamers. The cool thing about a dreamer when it relates back to a franchisee and to the franchisor is these are typically the brands that get it done. They may grow slow and steady, but they are the ones that win the race. Stories from Buffalo Wings and Rings include those of the dreamer, the car salesman who decided that he wanted to own his own business and open up a Buffalo Wings and Rings, to the CEO who came here with nothing and built a great business. We're fortunate enough to share these stories with you. Take a look. All right, Al, your background really fascinates me in that you came from the car sales business and now you own a chain of restaurants. Give me the brief version of that story and what made you make the decision to make the change.
Great question. I made the change basically because the automotive industry is a great industry, but if you want to be your own entrepreneur and you want to be your own person, you want to own your own business, the automobile dealership just takes so much required capital that it just makes it for, unless you inherit a lot of money or have a lot of money or have a lot of partners, you just can't do it. The restaurant industry was a second passion of ours personally. We always, when my wife and I walked in, we always said, this would be a great place to, we love this. This is fun. And the cool thing about the franchise industry and the restaurant industry is that it's affordable. You can, if you take care of do some things, you can afford to do it on your own. That comes with its challenges also, but it allowed us to own our own business, create what we've created, and on our own with our partners. And that's just a really, there's not many of those opportunities left anymore. And this is one of the great opportunities we get with the right company. It's just incredible.
Okay, so you run the business with your family. Maybe talk to those out there that might be in a situation where they're selling cars for a living, and they do dream of doing something where the family lifestyle gets to come together and you get to do something with the family. Talk to them about why do Buffalo Wings and Rings? Why this brand?
This brand, the reason we chose this brand, and when we bought in this brand, that was almost 10 years ago now, when we first signed on the papers. We bought it because of who the brand was, who they represented it, and we bought it because of Phil, Nader, and Hytham. And when you get into these companies, a lot of times you don't get an opportunity to meet the big boys and the guys that are working hard. And they really are in it not only just for the money, they're in it because they want to see other places succeed. They want to see you succeed. They're your partner. They're with you. They're in the grinds with you. They listen to you. They talk to you. And you're not going to always get wins, but they at least try to help you become successful. And I tell you what, whenever you go on your own with any kind of business, a great quote to say is, "You can never do it alone, and somebody has to have your back. You need a wingman." I mean, they have our back, and I really meant it when I told Phil last night that he's always got my back and I always got his, because you can't put a value on that. But you can never do it alone. And that just resonated so huge with me. This franchise won't let you do it alone. They got your back.
See, what I love about that, and we hear it all the time from those that have found success in franchising on a franchisee standpoint, that believability in the leadership and trust in the leadership of the organization. The financial things and all the other check marks are important, but believing they have the back is so important. So you buy into this thing, and really you grew your own wealth through a business like this. So you're a fighter in the business. What is it like to be a fighter? And obviously you just said you know that they have your back, but how do you drive yourself to fight every day for success?
It's just the will to succeed. It's the will to not fail. It's the will to do anything. It's not, and like I tell people, it says, the reality sets in when you have a time frame where, I'll never forget our first year of opening. I had to look at we had a really poor sales week, and it was a really tough time. And I had to turn to Mary and I says, we don't have enough money to make payroll, and we had to cash in our 401k plan as fast as possible so we could make payroll. And this was on a Monday. We had to make payroll by Friday, and we made it. We made it through payroll. We got through it. And I remember making that phone call to Phil and say, Phil, what did I just get myself into? And he said, Al, persevere, stick to it. We're going to get there. And it wasn't, you're going to get there. It said, we are going to get there. And that was just huge and resonated. I said, you know what? We're going to figure this thing out. We're going to fight. And the reward is there for us. We just got to go get it. And you hunker down and you dig it out. And I tell you, the feeling is incredible because you know you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. You just have to believe, and you got to work hard. And there's nothing better than working hard and earning it and doing it the right way. And it's just cool. And having your family involved, that's a bonus. That's a bonus that I get to work with my son and my two sons and my daughter, and hopefully my grandkids someday. How much better does it get than that?
That's great. Here's another great success story of a franchisee who's making a difference in his life and the life of his family. Thanks, Al.